You guys still hear me if this is pushed up a little bit? Yeah, Leslie? Okay, yeah. You guys ready? Okay. On April 13th, just before 10 o'clock p.m., officers were called to a residence where a teen was shot in front of the residence by a homeowner. The teen was transported to a local hospital for his injuries. The homeowner was taken into custody and placed on a 24-hour investigative hold. Detectives and crime scene personnel immediately responded, processed the scene, and recovered the firearm. After consulting with the Clay County Prosecutor's Office, the homeowner was released pending further investigation due to the need to obtain a formal statement from the victim, forensic evidence, and compile additional information for a case file to be presented. A formal statement is planned and forthcoming as a teen's injuries allow. A person can be held up for 24 hours for investigation of a felony, at which time they're required by Missouri law to be charged or released. The vast majority of cases, to include violent crime, involve the suspect being released pending further investigation. In this case, the prosecutor requires more information from investigators that would take more than 24 hours to compile. Throughout the weekend, investigators have worked to gather requested information and details. They have been in touch with the prosecutors. As soon as the case is complete, it will be presented to the Clay County prosecutors for their review. We recognize the frustration this can cause in the entire criminal justice process. The women and men of the Kansas City Police Department are working as expeditiously and as thoroughly as we can to ensure the criminal justice process continues to advance as quickly as all involved and our community deserve. Detectives have been working over the past several days to compile a detailed case file so they have all the information they need to make the best charging decision on the case moving forward. We want the community to know that we are committed to justice in this case and every case, and work every day to seek that justice for all victims of all crimes. Investigators have been in touch with the family of the victim in this case and updated them on the status of the investigation and the process moving forward. I want everyone to know that I'm listening and I understand the concern that we are receiving from the community. Do you have any questions? Okay. Let me get them.
Sure. I'll be brief, and then certainly we'll get your questions for you. I came to stand with the chief, the prosecutor today, and others here at the department to make sure people know that there is a thorough investigation underway now. There will be a thorough review in the prosecutor's office, and that as with every case that comes through Kansas City, we will make sure we do all we can to be fair, to make sure that we're as expeditious as possible, and more than anything, to make sure that everyone, no matter their background, knows that justice can be obtained here in Kansas City. My heart goes out to the victim of this shooting, the victim's family. My heart goes out to everyone who was impacted, of course, by this incident and the unfortunate too high number of incidents that we have had in our community over recent days and certainly over recent years. I know that this chief cares greatly about making sure that victims and that the people of our community know that there is always a thorough and full investigation. That's why the chief is here, so many from the department are here, the prosecutor's here. This Sunday afternoon, we have many more people that you don't see who are working hard right now to make sure that there is a full and thorough file that can be presented to the prosecutor's office. And from there, I know the police department and all involved in the criminal justice system will make sure that we're all listening, that we're working hard to uphold the principles of justice in this community and to make sure that there's fairness throughout. As a parent, I certainly feel for the mother of the victim and others in the family. My heart goes out to them. I too have reached out, and we look forward to making sure that we have further opportunities, not just to visit with them in connection with this investigation, but to make sure that the juvenile impacted has all the resources available in Kansas City to be supported, to hopefully have a full recovery, and more than anything know that we care about them in the same way that I know so many in the community do.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.